episode number 80. I am your co-host Pisky, and I am joined, as always, by the one and only Godfather. Dude, you are dressed up to the nines again. Well done. Love it.
Buongiorno.
How are you?
I'm good. How about you?
Not too bad. How's the audio? Just fucking spent the last 25 minutes. Echo. No, we're good. I think we're good.
Okay, it's about fucking time. Let's go.
Okay,
Jezel Grease.
that's one swear word each for us now. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, we got
to.
to. Yeah, I know.
I got
Okay.
some negative feedback. I got family members messaging me, telling me like this Godfather guy. What's with the mouth? What's with the mouth?
You swore just as much as me.
Last episode was fire. A lot of people enjoyed it, so I hope you can bring the same thing. What are you looking at? You fucking.
Can we?
Over there?
Well, I gotta send my daughter an Uber so she can get to work.
And you're gonna do that now when it's recording? Jesus Christ! Look at this! Look at this! The production. Yeah, I put so much time and effort into this, and look at you. You get the intro. I see you looking down. You're texting people, sending emojis. What are you doing?
No, right. Can I send this fucking Uber?
Send the Ubs. They don't have cell phones, your daughters?
Yeah, they don't have money that they want to spend.
All right, well, I will get things started here, Godfather. This past Monday, I guess it was Monday for the Monday Night Football games, I was graciously invited. Thank you very much to the team over at Forward Progress, part of the Hammer Network, Rob Pizzola and friends. They invited me to go on their watch party, or watch along, I guess it's called. Monday Night Football, 2 games. And, yeah, it was a lot of fun, but I was embarrassed right out of the gate, and I think it's your fault, Senor Godfather.
My fault.
Yes.
How is it my fault?
Because
first of all, they invite you, but they don't fucking invite me.
Well, that might change in the very near future.
Well, no, I decline now.
The problem is, man, there was a guy before me that was named Will Capper. Did you watch it at all?
Yes, I did.
Comments a little bit. Yeah, I saw you.
Yeah,
okay.
I watched because I was waiting for you because I'm a supportive fucking person.
You're swearing again. Well, anyways, I went on there, and this guy Whale Capper was on before me, and I tuned in, just kind of feel the boundaries out, and man, they're talking like they're deep diving into like the offensive line and how they've been playing and guys that are missing and name dropping all these players and talking about all kinds of different shit that evolve around the sport of football. And Godfather, let everyone know how much football I watch. I mean, NFL a little bit.
You watch things to break other people's balls. Let's just get that out in the open, right? No, you don't. You don't even have a fucking team.
No, I don't.
You see?
Close, because
what's close?
Getting a team. Because years ago, all my buddies said, they were sick of me not having a team like you're doing right now. And I said, okay, well, we're going to set this thing up. Let's go to every single NFL stadium. Yeah. And then once we complete all of them, wherever I have the best experience, that'll be my team.
I'll give you credit for your NFL
But the pandemic ruined everything.
Yeah, the pandemic ruined things for a lot of people.
And I made the assumption, you should have told me this too, because you're a lot older than I am. I assumed that as we got older, it would be easier for people to get away and have some money in the bank.
I'm gonna start swearing again. Who thinks that?
It's the complete opposite. Guys were dropping like flies, and now some of the core members had a couple kids. Amazing, the next step in life. But they're not going away for a drunk fest down in Detroit for a weekend. They ain't dressing up like lions with me.
No, of course not. Takes a special kind of friend to do that.
Anyways, it was, I think we got through 14, 15 stadiums. So almost halfway, which is a lot. It's a lot. I think we started.
Yeah, you started when you started at the
lottery court.
at the Lottery Corp.
Yes,
So
2008ish. Yeah, something like that. My
so
favorite to date. Like I don't think anything can beat this, so they may as well be my team. But you never know. New Orleans.
yeah, that
Bourbon
had that.
Street. Anyone watching this, if you need a destination to go you've never been before, and you like to like push the gas pedal to the floor a little bit, if you enjoy doing that, forget Vegas, because Vegas is going to burn a hole in your pocket. What you want to do is book a trip down to Nolens, the French Quarter, stay right on Bourbon Street, and just go nuts. Are you
From
okay? How many espressos have you? You know, you seem like I'm putting you to sleep here. What's going on?
what do you mean? I'm okay.
Are you into this?
I'm trying to take it easy. Like, if I get too excited, I'm gonna start swearing. And
So back to
we did
this.
enough of that last episode.
What did you think of the watch along? Okay, we'll get you talking. What did you think of it? Did I look like an idiot? I felt like an idiot. I had nothing to say about the game.
Well, you look like an idiot. Well, first of all, you literally look like an idiot.
What the hell?
Your connection was so bad. You looked like you were running a 28.8 modem in 1988. Serious.
Really?
You didn't catch me fucking texting you?
No,
Dude,
you're supposed to.
your video looks shit. Dude.
You sure? Are you sure it wasn't your connection? No one else complained.
Yeah? You're lucky. Because I think I even took a screenshot of Pizzola saying, okay, I think you got your video corrected. A lot of people were sending me notes about it. Dude, you look terrible. So, the technological aspect to everything is always, it's a problem. Echoes,
we actually
this
spoke
and
about
that. Then I look down at my phone one time so I can send my daughter to work, because for them to make money, it's going to cost me.
How does that work?
I don't know. I don't fucking know anymore. I'm just agitated. Like, let's get the holidays out of the way and let's go.
Holidays, yes. I went to Christmas shopping today. It's a
so
zoo downtown here. Go on.
Yeah,
So my video was shit.
It's a good concept. I'm a little disappointed in like the actual football knowledge of the panel and guests. Pizzola's a Cowboy fan?
Oh.
Pizzola's a Cowboy fan?
I think so. That's what people were saying in the comments. I don't know, man. Like, I said a few things here. We played some props. We went 0-5 that night. That's amazing, right? You go on a show to talk shop. 0-5. There you go.
Well, we're trying to straighten that out the rest of the week.
You, senor. When's the last time you lost a basketball prop? Folks, the Godfather's on fuego with basketball props. I don't know.
9-1. 9-1.
Accounts suspended because you're not allowed playing props anywhere. That's not allowed.
9-1.
They put it on their sites just for show, I guess. You cannot play them because they will shut you down. Go on.
I'm gonna pull a Bonanum of my dad's card. 9-1. You stupid. What happened on that one? You don't fucking know what you're doing? Anyway.
Are you seriously 9-1? I haven't.
On the last 10, yes.
Yes? Holy fuck. Not bad.
But it doesn't matter. When we go 0-5 on a fucking Thursday night, 9-1, it just kind of brings us to where we want to be.
Variance, but last night ended up pretty good. Everything went over. We had.
Last night, I mean,
playing overs, by the way.
I know. Yeah,
you're a big over guy.
And you always called for 15 years. You called me a fucking square, trying to offend me at every fucking opportunity that you had. But on nights like last night, you got 5 or 6 unders in that game. My God, someone's got to call a fucking ambulance for me because I'd much rather get.
Who the fuck is predicting that score from last night?
But yeah, I agree. There is no reason for the Raiders, who went scoreless and played in the lowest scoring game in NFL fucking modern history or something. 3-0.
Oh, yeah, that's
Some
true.
brute, and it wasn't like it was 3-0. Like the field goal was at the end of the game, so it was like nothing for the entire fucking game,
Yeah, where
right?
does that happen in like
And
in
then
decent weather? Like it was in Las
no,
Vegas, wasn't it? In a
yes,
dome.
it was.
So how the
Listen,
hell do you not even get into field goal range on both sides of the ball?
there are just some games that everything you do shits the bed. That was San Diego. That was the L.A. Chargers, and you know the Raiders just kept their. I'll give them credit. They kept their foot on their neck the entire game, and that's the way
I,
you should be.
you know what? I went to the keg last night to watch the game. Obviously, they had Blue and White Nation all over the TVs, and there was
Yeah,
like a
and you're
bunch of
and
Whale
you
Rock
nearly
fans.
fucked that up too, didn't you?
What?
What? How many times when I see you posting, hey, anybody watching hockey? Hey, 5-0. Why do you do that?
Dude, I saw an opportunity. I took it. 5-0 after two. I'm like, oh yeah, this is a perfect opportunity to stab. And then, I'm involved. Like, I got a nice piece
Yeah,
of prime
then
rib in front of me. I'm not paying attention to anything. Me and my buddy
yeah,
Mikey laughing the night away.
and
But
then out of
then
the
I woke
corner of
up
my eye,
5-3.
I
I'm
see
like, okay, that's a little
five
weird.
two,
5-4,
5-3, and then I go, oh
5-5.
no, they're hulking up. Oh my, and then 5-5, and I wanted to kill you.
Yeah, I got a few texts from the blue and white faithful saying,
Of
"Ha, what do you think of
course,
now?" But
of
hey, Columbus
course,
got the job done in overtime, so I just
you
said, "What?
can't.
What? So what? So you know,
There's one group of sporting you know what's you don't engage.
tough,
Don't
tough."
engage. They self-destruct on their own. You don't need to engage.
This is Spanky advice when dealing with touts. That
Correct.
seemed to have surfaced, dude. Do you see how many people are talking about this whole $1 million challenge, $500,000 challenge? Like even the touts are starting
Yeah.
to talk about it. That's
Yeah,
crazy.
absolutely.
That's
It is.
crazy.
And so mission accomplished for that guy and
I know we got to find a way to make a
whatever.
couple bucks on that shit somehow. I don't know,
I don't know.
but yeah, he's got people signing up to his stupid master class. That there's no way, folks. Honestly, see that's the thing that came up this week, online and shit like that. Like, this is a question for you, Godfather. How many? Because there's a lot of big mouths on Twitter, right? Or big thumbs, I guess. Real big thumbs.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Big.
How many out
Huge.
there actually make? Let's put a healthy number out there. 6 figs and above. How many of all these mouths actually make that in sports betting? Do you think? You think some of these touts make that from sports betting, not from their subscription shit?
I don't think so.
I don't
That's
think
just a
so either.
personal that's just a
I don't think so.
personal
I'm gonna put it
opinion.
out. I'm gonna put it out. I'm starting to get a little bit more vocal and comfortable now on Twitter, so I'm
Hmm.
gonna put it out there because even the sharp of the sharps. I mean, how much are they raking? How much are they pulling in? Okay, you're a successful gambler. You make 20 grand a year. Amazing sideline. Amazing. But if you need to scale that up, if you actually want to do this for big money, like real money, do you know what kind of fucking operation it is? And that's why I laugh at all these people because I'm like, you don't have a fucking clue. The amount of running around, like, friends of ours that we talk with regularly, right?
Yeah.
Do any of them say that it's a walk in the park? You've
No,
seen
none of them.
glimpses of their operations. Do any of
No,
them?
none of them. None of
No,
them do. None of them
no.
would because it's impossible to even suggest such a thing. And,
You cut
it's
out
just a
there, I think,
cert.
for me there, Godfather. You're gonna have to repeat that.
Sorry, I cut out for
I
real.
think you cut out for a bit. Yeah,
Oh,
technical problems across the board.
oh my gosh. I was going to say, well, what I said was none of them say that it's easy and
No,
because it isn't.
no,
The amount
and
of, the amount of the networking involved, the number of people that need to be involved, and even just your own amount of work. Eh, no,
it's a
it's
lot,
not
man.
it. It's
It really
it's
is. And another thing is originating. Like how many? I was talking about this with Rob Pizzola on when they had me on. I
mhm.
said, how many people are actually originating their shit out there? Like, it's one thing 2, open Pinnacle, open who shit, Power Play Sportsbook, right? You put them side by side.
Yeah, there's still a number
One screen
one.
each, right? And you're going to see big differences. And then I'll let you, the smart, intelligent people that watch this podcast, who do you think is right when it comes to odds making? Power Play or Pinnacle? Right? If there's a difference here, Power Play, Pinnacle, which one do you think is the truer odd? I'll let you guys make it. If you watched this podcast for 30 seconds during the 80 episodes, this is a milestone, by the way, 80 episodes, I know
80,
you know how to answer that question.
Yeah.
So if
Pinnacle,
you're doing shit like that, which is
obviously.
very profitable, you can make money doing that, good money. But if you're actually like digging in and like, hey, I'm going to come up with a better number than Pinnacle, like how many people are doing that? That's very difficult, my friend.
That's
Very
very
difficult.
difficult. That's
And
very
a
difficult.
lot of
You
these
need
scouts-
you need to be elite.
Well,
And-
that's what I mean. And a lot of these
Yeah.
touts claim to be that. So I laugh.
Well,
I'm
because
like, no fucking way.
because claiming you're elite is what gets you the subscriptions, what gets you
Yeah.
the follows, the likes, the following, the engagement, right?
And that's why you'll see, people like Spanky as well, like scoff when, people come out of the
Of
word,
course
hey,
they do.
I'm a
Yeah.
great handicapper and stuff like that, because it's not that. Go watch the episode, or I guess it's listen. There's no video. Go listen to the episode that is called "Winning is Just the Beginning."
Yeah, that's a
Be
really
Better
good.
Bettors,
Yeah.
right? The Always Betting Podcast, the podcast that keeps telling you to go watch other podcasts. But yes, go watch that episode, and that speaks volumes to me, because I know I was the guy setting shit up, right? I'm not so much the screen guy. These days, I'm more in front of the screen, right? Just the recreational shit that you and I are doing, Godfather. But back in the day, my sole purpose, my sole responsibility in Banfield Group was setting up accounts and settling accounts and shit. Like, that's a full-time job. So if you're
Yeah.
a one-man show and you just have an account at 365 DraftKings and MGM, you're not making six figs.
I don't
You're
think so
not.
either.
No, I explain to me how. DM me. My DMs are open on all platforms. Explain to me how you do this, because I don't think you can. My personal opinion. Okay, we're totally off track here. We're not even following the roadmap. You realize?
Yeah, well, you know,
It's just
I
a chat,
mean,
but people like the chat, so maybe we're onto something here.
maybe.
Godfather, I wanted to have a quick little back and forth, because I know you're a big watcher, right? Anything that we play, you're on it. You're watching every move, every quarter, every half. You're in there.
I'm old school. I'm old school. I gotta watch
Yeah.
or keep an eye, something.
Yeah.
Not like you. Go have a mushroom martini and a gummy, and then come back and text me and say, "Holy shit! I just saw the score." Can't do that.
Dude, you get carried away. I don't know. Obviously, you guys know by now I love going to the keg. But yeah, I totally forgot that there was even like
See?
a football game.
See?
I'm like, the Godfather's watching. He'll let me know if I need to,
Yes,
tune in or
I'll
something like
fucking
that.
yell and scream. I'll phone you. I will have the maitre d' come and stop you from eating your steak if I need to fucking tell you something. Let me tell you.
He's not joking, folks. He is not joking.
Okay.
But what I was getting at here, Godfather, is I put out a TikTok this week saying that there was like a picture. So it's a picture of a guy standing like this, and there's a bunch of swords coming at him.
Yeah.
And one of the guys we follow here, hold on, I'm getting blown up, and that's gotta stop. Boom. Okay. Shit. Ben Kramer, I think is his name. Fuck. Always bad. Never write anything down that I need. Anyways, he put out this great tweet, and then I did like a quote tweet, right? So you go on top of it, and it's like, what is a sports betting opinion that will get you into this kind of circumstance? And mine was, I said something to the tune of, the amount of sports you watch has nothing to do with success in sports betting. Right? Something to that tune. Or basically, that you don't need to watch sports to be successful at sports betting. And then I
believe that's what you said.
Notch. Yeah, I kicked it up another notch on TikTok, and I said, you would be a better sports bettor
there it is.
if you stopped watching sports. And now all the sharps that follow me on TikTok gave me the thumbs up and said, facts. You know, they put the little facts emoji or whatever, right? So, do you get what that? Because Godfather, you're still relatively new of playing this new style of game, right? Do you understand what I mean by that? Do you agree with it, or do you think I'm a fucking idiot?
No, you're not an idiot. You don't need to watch, like, you don't need to even like know the sport to bet or to be a good handicap. Like, I think it's it's
handicapper is different, because handicapper, you're doing the bottom
the
up
ground.
stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're looking like our circa.
I use the word loosely, right? Because a lot of people out there, I know my stats, and you know what I mean? And then that gets you more into actual trouble than anything else. Because if you knew the stats and you looked at the Raiders, you would have played, a dozen under props plays last night, and you would have gotten you would have turned the TV off in the first quarter, right?
What I'm saying, my point of this is that if you're making predictions, I'm losing my train. I'm getting these fucking echoes again. This is terrible production. We gotta stop everything. It makes me lose my focus. Fuck.
Man, you're so delicate. Holy fuck.
Dude, when I can hear my own words being spoken back into my ears, that's a problem. But anyways, where I was going with this is that...
Get the studio fucking time, for Christ's sakes.
Yeah, I think so. I think we might have to look into that, honestly.
Oh.
But, yeah, so if you're diving into the stats and you're making these predictions, and I like this, I like that, like, that is completely different, in my opinion, than... I don't know. I lost my train of thought. I'm just running around here. This is crazy. This is so bad. It might be a cutout. I might have to cut.
Do what you got to do.
Toss me a light vest there, or what? Are you just gonna sit there and laugh?
No. Why? What do you want me to fucking say? I know what you're saying. You don't need to watch sports. That was the whole fucking point. You don't need to, and I know you don't.
See? All you have to do is start yelling, and then it gets me going again.
Yeah, well, that's good. That's my motherfucking job here, is to yell at you to keep you on track. Because you're off the fucking rail all the time. Smarten up.
There we go. But I'm saying...
And you're not getting this microphone back, by the way. I'm just fucking telling you right now. You made a mistake. Correct.
Just like the Godfather with these huge balances in some of his accounts. I'm like, why are you keeping that much money there? You know you're limited. It's like, I feel powerful when I have big...
That is right. That's my fucking way. That's my way. Sorry.
Okay, I'm sorry, ladies and gentlemen. What I'm trying to say is that there is influence from the panelists. You ever see these dorks from Fanduel that come on the panel between periods and intermissions and shit like that? No. They're terrible. So if you're going to listen to these guys... if you're going to listen to the pregame guys making their picks and all that shit, it's going to creep into the craft, and it is going to make you a loser. These people do not win. They are paid to talk. Never
tail fucking Sanchez and the girl, I don't even know her name. I'm even going to attempt. Whatever. Never tail what they're talking about.
No, they're bad. Huh?
Never.
They're bad, huh?
Never. Call me. I'll give you something. You might hit it once or twice, but never tail what comes out of their mouth. Never.
Dude, the every time they come on the TV at home when I do watch the games, I start cursing under my breath, and Britt always looks at me and goes, "What is your problem? Like, why do these people piss you off so much?" I'm like, "Because they're frauds. They don't know what they're talking about." She goes, "But why are you taking it personally?" I said, "Because the Godfather told me to take it personally."
Because that's what we do. Everything is personal. Everything is personal. You can't. The second you tell me not to make it personal, you just made it personal. End the story. Here, people, just listen to me. That Sportsnet host has not watched a football game in her life until she got this career working at Spy. Listen to me. So they give her a script. She looks at 6 names and she'll say, Quentin Johnston, anytime touchdown. That's who I'm on.
Yeah.
You're going to put your money on that? Don't do it. Come on. Please.
Terrible.
Please.
But that's, you know what? That's
For
what
baby
we
Jesu
for,
Christo's sake. Please. Don't do it.
But okay, so here's another question, Godfather, for you. Growing up, St. Clair West, right? Could you ever imagine making money in sports betting without watching sports? Does that even compute to you? Does that even make the least amount of sense?
No, that's not the way we grew up. It's not the way we grew up. It's not the old school way. You know, we would set up where we were watching Sunday's games, you know, which pool hall, and places that had more than one TV, and somebody would bring in a fucking TV guide and say, Channel 7, ABC's got the Bills game, CBS has got. You had 3 games, 2 games potentially that you could be watching, potentially. I'm back from the days where we had 14 fucking channels. How many football games do you think you're going to see when there's only 14 channels, period?
Did
right?
You guys have Red Zone?
My kids. Okay, so yeah, I mean, anyway, yeah. No, I could never have imagined. I could never have buddy. You needed a pretty sophisticated bookie to even take totals back.
Oh yeah.
Okay, sides. A sophisticated bookie, total props. What props? Yeah, first of all, the only way to verify numbers were box scores the next day in a newspaper. And where are you going to get conjunction? Oh, the Toronto Sun. You had to tell people. Newspaper of record is the Friday Toronto Sun. Don't fucking bring me the Globe and Mail. Don't bring me the Toronto Star. The Sun.
Wasn't it Roxy Roxborough that was making those?
Yes.
Lines?
Yes. He had a little square,
Okay.
So.
Yeah.
So you know what I mean? You had to. It was totally different. Now today.
Yeah, but
we've morphed into.
The point I'm trying to make is that the mentality is still the same. I say that out loud on social media. People lose their marbles. They cannot understand for the life of them. Nobody understands that. So I just want to say it to make people realize, like, holy shit, that this is actually a thing. Like, Pisky doesn't watch games. And he's betting every day. He's #always betting.
Yeah.
That is the truth. That is
the truth. I can confirm this.
I watch NFL recreationally, maybe at a bar. I like my Red Zone on Sundays, especially if you're still involved in fantasy. That's always fun. But like serious watching to the point where I'm like, oh my god, I see something on the O-line there. It's not looking so good. Let me get in there. No.
Yeah, no, that's
zero.
No, that's not
what
you.
Got me in trouble on Forward Progress. I could.
But you know what?
We started talking about my days in fucking Vegas and browsers and game show hosts. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you went off the rails on that one too, by the way, but that's okay. I mean,
spice it up. Anyway, thank you for having me. First of all, to all the Forward Progress guys.
Yes, absolutely.
Reach out. The producer reached out, thanked me for my time, and said hopefully we can do it again in the future. I'm like, you sure? You sure you want me back? But I said next time maybe let me bring a friend, a +1. So maybe we both get on there and
well,
and then you and Pizzola can make that little Italian fucking duo thing, and I can take swings at you guys.
Hey, listen, Italians stick together. If you come at us, it's a group thing. I'm just warning you. Anyway.
Okay, next topic, Godfather here. We're all over the place in this episode. I hope you guys are enjoying it. This is wild. I've been promising for the last 2 episodes that I would bring an audio recording of me catching someone when I was a supervisor at BetUS back 20 years ago. Right? And I found it. I got it. It's here.
You actually brought it?
I brought it.
Oh,
I edited it, so you're not going to hear the account number. too clearly, so I don't get in trouble there. Even though it was 20 years ago, this guy that I was arguing with is probably dead now.
So wait a second. You're on this clip?
Yeah, so what it is, we had this guy, picture a call center, okay? We're in a call center. The games, I think it was 7 o'clock games or something like that, just tip off in basketball. And usually at that point, everyone's off the phone, right? Because the games are off the board, right? You get the odd guy that'll call for future games or whatever. But I noticed this one clerk in front of me was still on the phone. And I'm like, what's going on? And I can hear he's messing around with a couple plays. And it was a teaser, right? So I'm like, So I go down from my desk. I go over and I walk over. And I'm just paying attention. I'm just listening and watching. And I hear this guy. He's like, oh, he wants Dallas now. I think that's the first thing you're going to hear in the recording. And I look at the account number and I recognize it right away. So this guy is notorious for doing this. That, to break it down, let's say on an NFL Sunday, I call, I make a 14 teaser, right? So I give myself extra points, and then I hold on. I put the teaser in for $800, okay? And like, oh, can you read me the baseball lines? Meanwhile, that teaser hasn't been submitted yet. It's still sitting there. Right? Read me the baseball lines. So, the phone clerk doesn't know any better. They start reading the baseball lines, right? And then, he'll go, you know what? I've changed my mind. Can we... Meanwhile, he's watching the games. The games have already kicked off at 1 p.m. Can we change that teaser to $200? Right? That's what we caught him doing. And I caught him in the act of doing it, and you guys are going to hear the reaction. He gets very
this is going to be good
for catching him. And this is called pass posting. This is just another dirty trick that dirty gamblers that cannot win try and do to vulnerable phone clerks back in the day. Obviously, there's
So this was what year, Pisk?
2005? No. 2004, I'm going to say. 2004.
Okay.
Yeah, something like that. 20 years ago. Okay? So here it comes. And I have the ability to pause it, so if I need to interject and explain a bit to you guys.
Please do.
Here it comes.
Put Dallas back in. I'm going to go back to Dallas.
Put Dallas back in. I got to go back to Dallas. Right? The games have already started. The Dallas one, maybe not. I think this was from a future game. But you see how he's delaying and shit like that? There's a game going on already.
But the game's not Dallas. It's not like they're driving down the field on the opening kickoff.
It was Denver. It was a basketball game. Denver's the problem. And you'll hear
Okay.
That's all. And what I'm going to do...
Dallas in
2283. That's all. 2283.
Sir?
Divided by...
Oh.
Hello?
40?
Yeah, of course. What do you think he's talking to?
Yeah, you gotta speed this up. Look, the games are already down. You have to give me an amount right now and tell me what you want.
The bet's in on that. It's just how much I'm betting.
Exactly. Well, that comes into effect. If they score the first 5 baskets,
the
that comes into
doesn't go
effect.
till tomorrow. I can't change the bet. I'm putting the money in anyways.
Okay, well...
What's your problem, Al?
Hey, it has to go in now, I'm telling you.
What's your name?
Okay? I'm the supervisor here. Relax.
What's your name?
Alex.
All right, Alex, just relax.
Hey. Yeah, you do this all the time. You did it all through football season. We've been watching you. Don't worry.
I don't give a shit. You want me to change books?
Do what you need to do, but don't try to cheat. Don't try to cheat.
Hey, fuck it.
Don't try to cheat.
I'll give up. It doesn't change anything. The bet's already in. What the hell's your
problem? The bet's not in. You're not giving me an amount. You're not giving the guy an amount.
The Dallas game doesn't go till tomorrow.
It doesn't matter. You're judging the amount on the Denver game, because the Denver game just went off.
It doesn't make a difference. That bet's going to go in. It doesn't change. I'm not canceling it.
So what do you want?
Who wins the game?
What do you want? You want Dallas in there or what?
I haven't decided. I've been arguing with you because you had to stick your nose in.
You want Dallas or what?
Listen, pal, give me a minute to compute something now, would you?
All right, go ahead.
Son of a bitch. Tired of your fucking attitude.
I'm tired of you putting in late place.
Hey, fuck you, Fuck you. I don't need your shit.
Call in earlier. That's all I'm asking.
You know what?
It's not that big of a deal.
You're not asking just that. You're getting involved when you shouldn't. I'm going to leave your fucking company, and then I put my money somewhere else where they'll appreciate it.
Okay.
Okay? So how you like that? Well, then your company decide how much they like you sticking your nose in.
Well, we don't need people putting in late place.
Hey, fuck you, asshole. Just tired of your fucking bullshit.
Hey, do you want to put your stuff in, or are you going to keep swearing like a moron?
I put my bet in. Get off the phone. I'll put it in with the other guy.
No, you're putting it in with me.
Yeah, I'm stuck putting it in with you, you bastard. I wish I was in person. I'd punch you right in the fucking nose.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, jeez. Oh. You're so tough.
Yeah.
Quit
So are you.
balancing, you asshole.
So you want this teaser or what? Do I cancel?
I just told you to put Dallas in, you asshole.
All right.
Did you not hear me?
That's 2 plays on the call. First one, 4-team, 9.5-point teaser. Nuggets plus 19, Spurs pick'em. Mavericks plus 13, Pacers plus 5. 420 to win 300. Second one, 4-team, basketball, 9.5-point teaser. Nuggets plus 19, Spurs pick'em. Pacers plus 5. Mavericks plus the 13. 560 to win 400.
4-4-0, and I don't want to talk to you ever again.
Have a great day, sir.
Asshole. At home.
That's awesome. Oh my
Is
god.
that fucking crazy or what? He makes you look like a quiet, polite kind of guy.
Oh, dude, I would have eaten you fucking alive. First of all, I'm not past posting, but let's not put me in the equation. But you stuck up. You did very well. I was very impressed.
Well, you know, over time you learn how to deal with these guys, right? You let
Yeah.
them fucking verbally abuse you. And
No, you gave it as good as you had to take it. I mean, you know.
By all means, I'll let
Go
you share
ahead. I'll fucking
Because-
punch you in the face. Huh?
He was trying to do one of the oldest tricks in the book, which is the past posting shit. So there you go,
Yeah.
everyone. I finally got
Yeah.
it. I hope you all enjoyed that.
That is
little
awesome.
readback action. What do you think? That was the industry back then. There was
Can-
no fucking computers, no putting shit
Yeah.
in. There was talking to these maniacs.
Yes,
having to
that's
interject like that.
that's
Being
crazy.
called an asshole, verbally
Well,
abused.
Well, there you have it. The woke generation would be, oh my god, you destructed my mental whatever. Anyway, no, you did good there. You handled them pretty good. You handled them
Yeah,
pretty good.
considering I was just a young punk, right? It was, I think it was done all right. But yeah, if you've been following the podcast since day one, you've heard that recording before. I'm pretty sure I played it in a previous
I think you did very early. Yes.
Yeah, but we have new listeners now, and you get to watch our reaction, the Godfather's reaction. Live
Oh,
on
that
camera.
was fantastic. Let me tell you.
Godfather
Send
likes when I
me
get chewed out.
Send me that clip. I want to make that my ringtone or something, or like my alarm clock or something.
So yeah, that was back at BetUS, folks. That was when I first got into the industry. I was a supervisor at that point. I started as a phone clerk, like you heard the person taking the bets at first, and then made my way up to supervisor, and I had to deal with jerks like that, and I got to deal with VIP players, including Mr. Spanky. He used to call me directly. It wasn't Spanky because I would have recognized the voice. It was part of someone from Spanky's crew that would call me. And the reason why they would call me directly is because I'd have to go into the system and manually adjust the lines that they would get because he was playing with a bookie that gave him 5 cents discount in baseball. Which
okay.
Huge.
That's nice edge. Yeah.
Sometimes, local bookies will do that. I don't know if they still do that, but back then to get, big action, they would do that. So I'd go in, if he was playing the St. Louis Cardinals minus 115, I'd go in there and adjust it to minus 110, put it in the system for him. So
really nice.
20 years ago, that's where it's at. And I remember the Spanky password, and even some of our guys went out to meet this guy. But again, it was not Spanky himself; it was part of the crew. But over the years, they've had millions of accounts. So I brought it up to him a few times, and he's like, "Pisk, I'm sorry, man. Like I don't know, we've gone through a lot over the years, and
yes,
I can understand that." Okay, next topic, Godfather. I want to talk about quickly. Dafabet. You ever heard of them?
Dafa? No.
DAFA. Yeah.
No.
Garbage. So when we started this in September, I signed up there because it looked like they had a lot of soccer, and I'm like,
okay.
Let's give it a roll. Right out of the gate, I think I had an account there, I know I had an account there in the past, and I must have got limited or something like that because they, within a week, my limits were $100 max.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so just
story of our lives.
Yeah, but it was a Bitcoin deposit in. So this is a gray area book, folks. This is
okay. I was about to ask.
Yeah, nothing to do locally here in Ontario. I Bitcoined in. Sent them some Bitcoin, then you get a balance in US dollars, playing the US dollars. So now, obviously, they're useless, and I want to pull out my balance. Okay, they're like, you got to send us documents from your original email that you signed up with, which is my first ever Hotmail account that I created. I still have access to it, but obviously, this was God knows how many years ago. The junk level of junk mail is disgusting. So, anyway, I find a way into this original email address, and okay, so I attach my driver's license. I attach the back of the driver's license. I make sure I show all four corners. They want the selfie, so I got the middle finger down here, and I'm still being polite. I send that to them. Dude, I've gone back and forth with these people. 15 emails, easy. And every single email that they send back to me, they tell me, your documents are not attached.
This stuff makes me so nervous.
Yeah. So,
oh man, I gotta have a fine Italian suit on. Don't do this to me.
It's bad news. So I keep telling them, listen, I've attached it. I even try to put it in the body of the email. I attach it in different ways. I've tried everything. They claim, no, we never got it. Never got it. And I said, okay, you fucking jerk-offs. Switch my email to my new Gmail one, right? Maybe it has something to do with this archaic email that, they think it's spam or something. They won't let me attach anymore. And they're like, yeah, sure, we'll switch your email, but you have to first confirm your identity on the old email. So you got to send us your documents. And I'm like, that's the reason why I want to switch. Because I cannot attach the documents. You morons. Dude, back and forth. It's going on 2 months now. To the point where I said, okay, you know what, you jerks, I'm going to the police. And they quickly responded. To that, and they said,
"Come on,
don't do that. We're gonna shut down your account permanently if you go to the police." So, really? FYI, don't go into Dafabet. One. Clear. Number two is, if anyone has been in there and knows how to solve my problem, please help me out. Shoot me a DM. That's why I make mention of it, because I have no idea how to get out of here now. I'm stuck. Next one, I guess, is going to try to find a regulator that is dealing with these guys or something, but I don't know. And it's always
gray market. Where? What regulator?
They're in Asia somewhere, and their emails are all generic bullshit.
No, man.
So big red X for Dafabet. Don't go near it, because Uncle Pisky,
I hope that balance is not large. No,
it's a couple dimes. It's not big at all.
But still,
still counts. I know. Okay, moving forward. What? You got something to say?
I was just gonna say that kind of makes my TonyBet experience look like kindergarten.
Well, they're regulated. At least last ditch effort, and I recommend this to everybody. If you're having problems with any of these regulated jerks, go to Ray.
Oh, absolutely. Waste no time.
Blow them up.
Waste no time.
Yeah.
Waste no time. When I was dealing with TonyBet, I pretended like I don't know what the fuck is going on. And I'm like, is TonyBet, are you part of the Ontario regulated market? Is iGaming your overseer? And yes, why? Because I'm gonna be fucking contacting them. That's why.
Yeah. And when I
and then
filed a complaint
everything
against Betway,
then
I
everything
filed a complaint against Betway, and they immediately rectified my situation. So
you know what? You don't want
the rite of passage, and do it. Fucking make them work.
They
let these people in here, so blow them up.
And that's just it. I mean, the regulator has to earn its keep, has to fulfill its obligation to be a regulator.
You would think.
A regulator makes sure that the proper processes are in place to protect both parties in this little dance that we're right now. We know they're in bed with the other party, but if you have a legitimate something, like, don't call iGaming and say, I had a dime on Christian Kirk and he went down on the first play and I want my dime back because my cousin Giuseppe, he played at the Draft Kings and Draft Kings gave him his money back and I don't know why you're not giving me my... Don't do that. Don't do that. Right? Don't do that, because if you had the under and Christian Kirk went down, you wouldn't be calling anybody to cancel the bet. So just learn to be a man. And I say that, and I don't give a shit if anybody's any listener that you can't say that. No, take your medicine like a man. Okay, it does. I don't give a shit.
YouTube's gonna bury us because of that comment.
Well, okay. Like, what do I gotta say then? Take your medicine like a person. Anyway, you know what I'm getting at.
DraftKings. You mentioned DraftKings.
Yes, I did.
That is the Ontario Sportsbook of the week. We're both finally ready to speak about it.
There you go.
Now, normally, the Ontario Sportsbook of the week gets a mention when we're out of these.
Was that on the roadmap? DraftKings?
DraftKings, yes. DraftKings
I
talk about our experiences.
I didn't read it.
Yeah, well, of course. Yeah.
Anyway, go ahead.
So, yeah, we still have small balances at DraftKings because they do this new thing that, makes you scratch your head. They're still giving me 400 on sides, 200 on totals in live betting.
That's not bad. 400.
That's not bad. Well, for a middler like me, I need more.
Yes,
right?
of course.
200 on a total is absolutely garbage. But I noticed today, like, I was able to put in an NFL play for, I think, $500. So there could be some still there. Yeah, it's not completely dead. It's not you have $1.50 to play. Shout out to B-Win.
Yeah.
Right. So we're not out of there, and we're not out of there completely. But I want to talk about DraftKings, and I gotta say, the name of this episode is going to be DraftKings is decent. And that, in my opinion,
that's a twist.
They are.
Yeah.
I think DraftKings is the best of the predatory / recreational sports books out there. In my experience so far, I have yet to be I love Bet365. I haven't been able to play there in a very long time, but apparently once they become regulated, you're allowed to go back in. So.
Oh, okay. Are they regulated yet?
Oh yeah, Bet365 is here.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Oh,
I haven't been
That's
to
good to know.
I haven't been to Batano yet. Apparently they're good. They'll take a bet.
Okay.
Right. I think DraftKings is better than MGM, and I think they're better than Fanduel. So
yeah, I would agree.
Talk about like the upper tier of predatory sports books. So I'd say the upper tier ones that will take a bet, unlike fucking Power Play and Bet Rivers and all that shit. The ones that will actually take a bet: DraftKings, FanDuel, MGM, Bet365, and I heard Batano. I've never played there before in my life.
No, I have not either.
Yeah, they're Batano. New. So I think that, and Caesars, I think you could group into that, but just not in Ontario because they just, I don't know, have extra juice for nothing. I don't know. Friends of ours were on Twitter screaming about it months ago. I missed it. But yeah, you go into their live betting, it's minus 121 a side at Caesars. That you can't do that.
What the
fucking stupid enough to play? That's worse than the OLG.
Can we get through one episode without you having to?
No.
Yeah, clearly it's fucking episode 80.
So I enjoyed my experience at DraftKings. I'm very sad. I actually want to put out a little eulogy about my DraftKings account and stuff because I really enjoyed my time there, and I think they have a huge menu. They are not scared to take a bet in all kinds of different markets. Obviously, all good things have to come to an end. I went in there originally because of their no sweat bet. No sweat bet is amazing. $5,000. They will credit you up to $5,000 if your first bet loses. So I went in there, and you know me, I'm not a big risk guy, so I went in there and just tried to vacuum out as much no risk profit as possible. I think the really smart math guys out there said that you can probably extract $3,500 risk free out of that $5,000. I think my record of getting out was like $2,800 risk free. So, I mean, it's free money, right?
DraftKings is decent.
I'm not gonna get into the technical analysis of how to do this and what you should be betting, dog, and what price you should be. You can find that all online. But what I'm saying is it's possible. You can extract up to $3,000, even as a dummy like me. So no sweat bet. Okay, the no sweat bet is now $1,500. I think we spoke about that.
It's a limit. That was at the beginning of the season, probably, right?
Sure. Yeah. So there's a lot of things going for DraftKings. What about you, Godfather? You played there just as long as I did.
I'm kind of in the same boat as you as far as you know, I've been limited to roughly. I'm a little lower than that. Probably maybe a W200 limit on my stuff. But you know what? I've got three or four of those. I got three or four of those. You know what I mean? I got three or four of those that are in that kind of thing. So 200 here, 200 there, 200 here. You know, whatever. I got to work harder, not smarter. But that's just been my, my upbringing. It's just the way it is, right? Now, yeah, I would really like to be able to put a nickel and they'd get my business, but they don't, they don't like it, whatever. They put flags on my accounts for some reason. I'm just a recreational guy. I don't understand. But anyway, it is, you know what pisses me off? What doesn't? But you know what pisses me off? I have found so far in this new little journey of mine, of ours, that the books with the nicest and cleanest and easiest interface. I'm an old man. I don't want to go I don't need to pull out a road map or something. I got to be able to click NFL, Steelers, -2. Like, it's got to be boom, boom, boom. It can't be, my God, I have a Jazz account. Oh, Jesu Cristo. Are you kidding me?
That way's bucket too. That way's terrible.
Like, honest to God, I've been on Jazz a month. I just figured out that there was this square button on each of that it expands. It was like, it has 2 or 3 other totals, just like everywhere else. But if you don't expand, so I can't, I just figured this out. 1 month. Yeah. So, DraftKings, excellent interface. Yeah. So if you're a beginner, and I would recommend DraftKings, I really would, because they're easy to use. Yeah. Like, I have a friend of mine, he's, all the time he's thinking about new ideas, but simplify the way these bets are made. It will go a long way to bring more people in, right? Simplify.
Yeah.
Right? But like, I'm not saying I'm a pro. I'm not saying I'm a tout or any, but I've been around a site or two, right?
100%. And DraftKings is one of the cleanest ones.
It's got to be clean. It's got to be easy, especially, if they make some of the harder stuff. When you're looking for third division Iceland soccer, even DraftKings does that good.
Yeah.
Well, sorry. Right?
They have Asian lines.
And they have Asian lines? Okay, again, I just figured this Asian fucking shit out 4 months ago. 2.5, 2.5, 3, 3.5, 4. No, 2.5, half out of 2.5, half out of 2. And
dude, there's a lot of record. People don't know what the hell you're saying right now.
No?
I don't even know what you're saying.
No, yes, you do. Shut up.
There's recreational people watching this. There's not people playing Asian line soccer. Are you kidding me? Jeez.
Your friends are infiltrating my friends. If somebody needs something explained, I'm the perfect, explanation for dummies. That's me. But yeah, no, for me, DraftKings is decent.
Yes. Another
I don't
thing
like
that they're doing that you got to be careful with, because they're doing it and MGM are doing it. They're playing these games within the games. They're giving you these micro limits. How many small little $25 bets do they give you? Hey, odds boost and all this shit.
Yeah. Oh my God.
This is the suck you in, so you got to be very careful with that.
This is the suck you in.
Do it very well. Have you ever been to their casino?
DraftKings casino?
Dude, it's insane.
Yes, we were there in East St. Louis.
No, not one. I'm talking the online casino.
I don't go near that shit.
You get casino bonuses at DraftKings. You should keep an eye out. Look in your little online folder there, and there's sometimes they shoot you fucking free casino stuff. You got to use it, $50, whatever.
Wow. North Star Bets threw me a $150 free bet.
Okay.
And I used it last night.
Good. Did you win?
and it won.
Nice.
What did I play? I played the Raider kicker.
Is this a brag? This feels like a brag. Are you bragging?
I'm just saying. I thought 2 field goals and a PAT.
Get out the
And the guy
advocates
got fucking
again. There
9
you go.
9 PATs.
He's gonna start talking Asian lines again. Anyway,
Okay, sorry.
careful,
Okay, go on.
Be careful with all these little things. What I say, that casino is insane. There's live people. There's 100 different games. They're making you play these little games. They're keeping you engaged. They're making you log in every day. It's all a trap. And
It's a
DraftKings
trap,
does it very
and-
well. So just be careful. There is what I'm saying.
And again, because I take things personally, I don't. There's going to be no trap on the Godfather. No way. I'm not going in.
No,
I don't give a fuck.
I've trained you pretty good for that shit. That you stay away. I don't want to fucking deal with rollovers or whatever.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well, hey, and after that fucking BVIC rollover, I'm out.
Nice. One thing I wanted to mention, I've been playing on Fanduel for a few weeks now, up and down. I'm actually down to them right now, and I got in trouble there. On Saturday, I was playing some college basketball live, and I think they were asleep at the wheel a little bit, because that's usually when I see the gaps for live middling, right? So I played a few bets there, and I'd pop them a dime a pop. Well, usually they're live betting, circle. It does a countdown basically, so you don't jump the game on them. You know what I mean? Gives them a
Okay.
little bit of protection.
So they added some time.
Yes, I got in trouble. Yes, it's usually 6 seconds. It's now 12 seconds, and my dimes are gone. I cannot play dimes anymore. It's sometimes 300, 250. But there is a follower that we have, Godfather, and her name is Jessica Brand. Jessica D. Brand on Twitter. And I noticed she used to work. She used to work for the MLB Network, and I think she still does in their stats department or something like that. NHL Network as well. But now I noticed a new title on her X or Twitter account, and it's trader/bookmaker at Fanduel. And so maybe Jessica can help me say, I apologize. I think I know what I did, and I will admit to potentially doing that. I again, not watching games. I'm just like, hey, there's a good number, but boom, hey, get off at a different number.
What
So, I think I fucked up.
you're a past poster?
Yeah, that's not past posting. That is taking advantage, and because usually I don't play middles in live betting. I wait for commercial breaks, right? And if there's discrepancies, that's when I usually attack. But this was just so blatantly obvious that I'm like, okay, give me that. And then the next day I woke up, and my FanDuel account is not in good standing right now. So hopefully Jessica watches this, and she can maybe help me out. I made a mistake. I apologize. And I didn't even beat them. That's the thing. The bet's lost. But I guess they think I'm a giant cheater now, so I don't know.
That's terrible. That is terrible.
And you know what? Here's another thing. I'm at the university we work right now.
Oh, okay. The first one we went to? I went to? Yeah.
FanDuel is in this building. They're upstairs. So maybe I just come here, pouty face, knock on. Hey, listen, I apologize. I was not trying to be a scumbag. I just, I don't watch games. What do you want from me?
That would make some good social media content.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
You knocking on FanDuel's office door. That's at least a picture.
Yeah. So I will incorporate that because they are upstairs. I've walked by their meeting rooms before and heard some fucking bullshit of how do we, put out more deposit bonuses and stuff like that. And I just sort of rolled my eyes, but I hadn't been in there yet. And now I have been in there, and I think I fucked up a little bit. So we'll see. Hopefully they can forgive me. Okay, Godfather, I have a quick question. We're getting close to the finish line here. There's 2 more things that we got to talk
Already?
about. Quick. Yes, it's
59 minutes? Where did that hour go?
I don't know.
It's all your fault. Technical.
Too much bullshit at the beginning.
Too much bullshit.
When I was at the Raptors game last week, Godfather, they have these new self-serve kiosks. So if you want a sandwich, you pick up a sandwich. You want a beer, you grab a beer. Blah, blah. And then you go and you pay for it like you would pay at the grocery store. You kind of check out yourself. And there's a fucking tip option. We tipping? We tipping in this circumstance? Because tipping's gotten out of hand here in Canada, folks. Right?
Tip shaming is out of control, of course. Everything is out of control. Everything. Whenever you want a massive podcast on things that are wrong in today's world, dude, we can make it a 12-part fucking thing. Are you kidding me? No. Like, so you have to tip.
They ask
What are you tipping? What are we tipping?
Well, just like at the grocery store, there are attendants that are kind of circling around to make sure nobody steals anything.
And that's their job. That's not a tipping situation.
That's what rattled me about it.
No.
Like, I'm doing all the work here. I got the beer, I got my popcorn, and I'm going to the checkout and I'm paying myself.
No.
So why is there a fucking tip option on here?
Because it's a left-wing takeover of society. That's all part and parcel.
How nice does it feel that I thought of you when I saw this? I'm like, oh my god, I got to bring this up for the Godfather, but I forgot it was in my notes. No way?
Come on.
You don't tip in that circumstance?
No. If I'm sitting in my seat and from my phone, I get myself a Jesuit Cristo footlong, a $30 beer, a $20 pretzel, and somebody brings it to me, absolutely. Because if you don't tip, then you're the asshole in that situation.
Yeah.
But not that I go to a kiosk. First of all, it takes me half an hour, and an intermission is only 15. It takes me half an hour to figure out how to fucking use this machine. And then at the end of it, I did all the work, and somebody turns this fucking screen around, and the first thing in 6-inch letters is tip. Walio! Smarten up.
Yes. Okay, good. That's exactly how I thought you would answer that question.
Maybe I'm wrong.
Yeah,
I don't think so.
Maybe you're part of the problem.
Well, that's good.
So,
yeah. I'd fix a lot of problems. Don't you fucking worry.
Yeah. Okay. Good. All right. That's out of the way.
Okay. Sorry.
The last thing on the list, we'll let you guys go after this. It's just a little bit of podcast plans. This is episode 80. Godfather.
80, not bad, eh? It's
20,
about
20 to the big 100. That's huge.
Yeah,
That's huge.
it's about 80 too many, but yeah, it's good. Good number, bro. Hey, I don't want to give the fake illusion that I don't enjoy doing this. I'm getting more comfortable. I get a chance to yell at Pisky. It's like we're back at the OLG. I get a chance to yell at Pisky once a week minimum. It's cool.
I'm having fun. We're both having fun, and I know there's a lot of followers that are also having fun with us, so that's awesome. And here's what I want to talk about here just before I let you guys go. Podcast plans. So, obviously, we're getting into the holiday season here. Today is December 15th. We're getting close to Christmas, New Year, yada, yada, yada. So, we will be back next week. The Godfather and I will do a little bit of a Christmas special. Maybe we'll talk a little bit about what our lives were like at the OLG during Christmas time.
No, we're not going to do that. No, we're not going to do that.
Painful for me, being the kid, always working Christmases.
Okay, you had one bad Christmas. One. And then I bent over backwards to make sure that I wouldn't see you crying.
I think we already spoke about this last year, but we'll dig up some old grave bones and talk about it again, and just talk a bit about how the industry works at Christmas time and whatnot. We are going to take a break on December 29th. That is 2 Fridays from now. That's between Christmas and New Year's because I think I will be in Calgary at that time, and just
nice.
We'll end next episode like will be the last one for our year. And then we will come back in January, and there are 2 guests that I have locked down. I don't know if they're going to be the first episodes right into January, but they have both told me they're interested in coming on.
They better be good.
No, they're solid. Both Bash dudes. One of them is at the Beagle Bets.
Oh, yeah.
On Twitter, you recognize him?
Yes.
Great guy. Solid dude. Hung out with him at Bet Bash the entire time. And
friends of yours or friends of mine. That's cool.
Yeah. So
most of the time.
And he's really sharp with he's a prop expert.
Honestly, nice.
He makes a killing on props. So you guys, I'm sure, will be able to shoot the shit a little bit, and we can all learn from him. So that's amazing.
Well, that's paramount. Learning.
And the other one is at Vegas T-Bone. Mr. T-Bone.
The Colorado guy.
Yes.
The slot machine dude.
Yes. He is a slot machine pro. And the first guy's name is Adam, by the way. Shout out to Adam. He's
pleasure to meet you.
I will. It'll be a pleasure to come on with you in the Godfather, so I can't wait to have him here. But yes, Vegas T-Bone if you guys don't follow him on Twitter, I highly suggest that you do. This guy literally travels all over the United States, going casino to casino to casino. He is a professional slot machine player.
He's posted from Blackhawk, and
Yes.
we love Blackhawk
He's
when we
always
went.
in Blackhawk. Yeah, so he's
Okay.
going to be a great guest. So
Beauty.
those are 2 guests that you guys can look forward to in the new year.
That's nice.
A prop expert and a slot expert. So,
Very good.
there you go.
Talk about
Yeah.
diversification.
Yes, that's going to be
Cool.
a lot of fun. So that's that. All right, Godfather, any closing remarks for people here? One more before Christmas, so we don't have to say all our Merry Christmas.
I really enjoyed that clip of that guy telling you to go fuck yourself. That was fucking solid.
Not bad, eh?
That was solid.
I got a few. I'm going to dig through. I got some more BetUS stuff that I think I can share.
And
that everyone
I
can get.
commend you for being stern but fair. And very good.
That was like 21-year-old Pisky. So imagine.
Holy
You know?
fuck.
Yeah.
That was solid. That was solid for sure. No, but we're all good. Yeah, looking forward to Christmas like everybody else.
Awesome.
Familia time.
Yes, sir. All right, everyone. Thank you very much for joining us, and we'll catch you all next week.
Ahora salud.
Always